Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something a little different. I got some Roblox gameplay in the background. I was playing this horror game. I don't know exactly which one this is, but I remember it was pretty fun. And October's around the corner, so I thought I'd set the mood with maybe playing some horror games. Um, Starting off with Roblox, but no, yeah. So I just wanted to sit down and talk about something that's been hitting me lately, which is nostalgia. I'm sure we all know what that is. I'm sure we've all felt that. For me specifically, nostalgia from like 2018, 2019, even a little bit of 2020. And it's crazy how the smallest things, like, a song, like a game, or even the sky look different. Little things like that can just take you right back and be like, oh shit, like yeah, I remember that, or little memories like that. And honestly, it's kind of painful sometimes because that feeling is so strong, and you realize like, damn, I can never go back to that exact moment. But yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to talk about since it's been something that I've been thinking about. But yeah, let's start with 2018 and 2019. I was still in high school around that time. It was definitely fun. Like thinking back on it. I don't know if it's just me, but the whole vibe was different. A lot of stuff was different. You would go outside, fucking air was crispier, the fucking skies looked different, the sunsets, everything was just a lot better. Even scrolling through YouTube or just playing video games with the guys at night, just the whole atmosphere in general was completely different. But it was still amazing regardless. I would always play basketball at night with some of my friends here in my apartment, and we'd be going crazy, bro. We'd be playing till like 10, I think, or till the lights turn off. That, or I'd be hanging out with my friends after class in high school. One of my friends just barely got a car, so after class we'd be like, "Yo, let's just go somewhere to McDonald's," and then we'd go to McDonald's and then just go drive around to like random places listening to music. So just stuff like that, and then songs too that we used to listen to brings me back, especially when I listen to them now and I'm driving to work or something. I'm just like, damn, I remember listening to this when I was in my boy's car and we were just, driving without a destination or just talking about whatever. So it's definitely wild that things like that you don't realize you're in the middle of, and it's something that's going to be like a distant memory or like nostalgia later on. It just feels normal in the moment. Then years pass, and suddenly you're like, "Damn, I, I would do anything to go back and relive that exact moment." So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely crazy though, and I think it hits even harder now that a lot of us are older or getting older. Back in 2018, 2019, I didn't have as much responsibilities. I don't know if you guys did, but I didn't really. Life was a little simpler. Yeah, things were definitely a lot easier, a lot smoother, less stressful. Definitely less stressful. And we didn't really think about time moving fast at all. At least I didn't. I would just kind of live in the moment, or try to live in the moment. I wasn't really thinking about the past or the future. And I don't know. That really made me create a lot of memories. It's definitely good to think about both, though. You want to be you kind of want to be everywhere at once, but sometimes it's best to just ground yourself and really live in the moment. But now looking back, those years feel like a safe bubble. I hope that's not just me. It really does, and it hurts in a way because no matter what we do, we can't go back to that exact place or moment in time. You could do things that you did back then. You could listen to the music. You could replay the games, or you can even recreate some setups that you guys had, or of whatever you were doing, but it'll never feel identical. That's the one thing that sucks, dude. Nostalgia is kind of like a reminder that time's moving forward, whether you're ready for it or not. And that's just the truth. The sun's always going to go up whether you're ready for it or not. The next day is going to come, life moves on, but just be happy that it happened, that you were in the moment, and just did your best to enjoy it. And I got to take my own advice, trust me. I'm even to this day, I'm still trying to learn to really ground myself a lot more. But yeah, and I think that's why the feeling is so strong, because it's tied to a mix of happiness and sadness. Happy because, like I said, we got to experience it, it happened, and sad because it's as simple as we can't anymore. That time passed. Even comparing it to today, the vibe definitely feels a lot different. I mean, no, for sure. I'm sure we all feel that. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, things are still fun now. Some kind of sometimes. Um, games are changing, music's different. We're creating new memories, but back then, dude, it was, I don't know, it was just different. I feel like the world had a whole different type of energy. Like, I don't know, it was a 10 out of 10, and then now it's like a 7.5. But even like scrolling through YouTube at night or like watching creators blow up out of nowhere, logging into, I don't know if you guys had TikTok back then, but I had TikTok, logging into TikTok and just seeing like, random people post. Like, it was cool, bro. It was chill. Little things like that. If y'all had TikTok back in the day, like around 2018, 2019, bro, y'all, dude, you guys are goated, bro. You guys, you know, because I hopped on it because I kept seeing it get like promoted on my Instagram, and I'm like, fuck, whatever, I'll just download it. And I downloaded it, and dude, that was reps. I remember going on it. There's just, yeah, it was just people posting on there. It was nothing crazy. It was just like kind of like a small little community. I mean, now it's all over the place, which I'm glad. It got its recognition, #1 app in the world. But definitely back then, it was a lot different for sure. The vibe was a lot different too. A lot of things were. But yeah, it felt, things like that. They felt new. It felt exciting in a way, and it's hard to describe that feeling. You know what I mean? And now it feels like the internet's a lot faster, a lot more intense, less magical in a way. Back then it was slower, smaller, and kind of like a safe space. And yeah, kind of like a safe space, to be honest. It again, I know I keep saying this, but it was different. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. Like, you just had to be there to understand it or feel it. And you'd stumble across like a random video game or a random video, and it would just stick in your memory forever. Or just some random day that you guys did something, that I did something. It would just, that's it. Like, oh shit, I remember that day. So anything small can just stick to you like that. You know what I mean? And I know it's not just me though. I feel like everyone has their own little pockets of nostalgia from that time. Maybe it was a certain game that you guys played, a sport when you guys were out, video games, grinding with your friends, a song you listened to, or just the way like our routines were, a lot different, obviously. Just things like that definitely stick with you. But yeah, I mean, I guess I just want to know from you guys, what's one thing from 2018, 2019, even a little bit of 2020 that you wish you could go back and relive? Yeah, like if you could press rewind and live in that exact moment for a week, like what would it be? Drop it in the comments. I really want to hear you guys' stories, see what you guys come up with, or what memories or you guys dig up, and then see what that's all about. But yeah, at the end of the day, nostalgia is powerful because it reminds us of what we actually lived through. Moments like were worth remembering. So even though we can't go back, we can appreciate the things that were. And I guess we can just we can stay positive and look towards the future, and hopefully it's just as good. But so far, I think it's been like a 6 out of 10. So I don't know. It's crazy for sure. But yeah, and honestly, years from now, we might look back on 2025 and just be like, shit, we probably felt the same way. Like Dying Light came out, the new game, and I've been playing it hella. It's been fun. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look back on it by next year and be like, shit, I remember when Dying Light came out and I was on it. Stuff like that. It's nostalgia is just something that we can't beat. It's always gonna be with us. It's always gonna be there as long as we're creating new memories, doing new things. So yeah, we can't run away from it. It's beautiful, but it's also painful. But hey, the best thing we can do is just try to enjoy what we've got right now, while it's still here, because one day it won't be, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thanks for sticking around for a while. I got a little deep, I know. I don't know if that's like kind of weird, but it's definitely new to me because, I'm recording this and I'm just like, what the fuck? But yeah, I know. If you felt like this too, definitely leave a like, comment your own nostalgia stories from that time if you guys have any. And yeah, I mean, I'll see what other bullshit I come up with in the next video we can talk about. Or I might just upload some more Dying Light gameplay. I'm probably going to get back to playing it. Even though I got to fucking go to bed right now because I got to be up at 3 in the morning. But hey, we'll see what's up though. But yeah, I'll catch you guys.